Only 2 games remain before playoffs. A pivotal CONCACAF Champions League game with Toronto FC, followed by the MLS regular season finale at San Jose. Shockingly, the team lost both by a combined score of 7-2. The failure to advance in CCL play devastated the squad, who had played 8 games across 5 countries in the hopes of advancing to the knockout round of the prestigious international competition.
If Toronto would have had that kind of performance this whole season, they wouldn't be finishing the season up this weekend. I thought they came to play. I thought they played unselfishly. They bought into the system. They were physical. They did everything they needed to do to absolutely kick our ass, and they did that.
A 4-2 loss to San Jose, coupled with a win by in-state rival Houston on the final night of the regular season, meant FC Dallas would have to settle for the top wildcard slot and a home play-in game versus Thierry Henry and the New York Red Bulls. Finally, FC Dallas had their chance. After 47 games across 3 competitions, a season-ending injury to the 2010 MLS MVP David Ferreira, and enough adversity to make a weaker team crumble, they were back for another shot at MLS Cup. And this time, they were hungrier than ever before.
Hungry. I'll say guys are hungry. It's been, like I said, it's been a long season, so we want to, play each game as well as we can. And it's playoffs, anything can happen. And I think there's just the fact that we're going to be in the playoffs. There's going to be excitement and energy just based on that. So I think once they blow the whistle for that first game, we're going to be flying.
Since February the 2nd, we planned and worked for this, for the playoffs. That's your goal. Here we are. Teamwork will always beat talent. Teamwork will always beat talent, especially when talent doesn't work. Everything's on the line tonight. I know we're going to see your best. Don't rest. Give everything you have, and let's celebrate after the game. Come on in.
Jair Benitez has the good wheels, looks to cross it, it's there! Touched out by Rose. Zach Lloyd, that cross denied, but given right back. Chavez shot! He was going near post and almost had one. Henry finding the speedy Richards, and Hartman came out and won the ball. Inside Jackson! Didn't hit it well. Lucci. Mehdi Bellucci sends it inside, Lindper, and a goal for Joe Lindper, who has scored so many big goals for the New York Red Bulls. Add that to his total. Hernandez leaves it, Benitez, right at goal. He'll float it in. Rexhay won it, right back to Tim Ream. He's got the good left foot, save Hartman. Richards, he'll recover, no he won't. Well done by George John, using his size and strength totally. Too far in front, lost it, has to come back. What a tackle that was. That's a card for sure. It's red. That could change the game. It's an awkward hit off of Keel. Jackson has the goalkeeper out, but couldn't make the play. No rebound. When you have chances like that, you've got to do better. Here's Henry, has to wait for the ball. Now heads it forward. Hartman is back in goal. Henry walks it in. Save Hartman. Henry should have an easy tap, and he knocks it home. 2-0 New York Red Bulls. They're going on to face the LA Galaxy in the next round of the playoffs.
Advancing to the next round wasn't in the cards, and now, after 10 months of training, traveling and competing, FC Dallas' season had come to an end.
The mood losing to New York in a wildcard game was really terrible. And here we were playing at home, playing against a good team, and the same scenario that has been occurring the previous 4 or 5 games where we feel like we outplay our opponents only to be shut out.
Certainly I felt that we worked very, very hard throughout the season and did well enough to put ourselves in a position to get into the Eastern Conference and to have home field advantage for the play-in match. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do the things that we really wanted to do.
We finished with 52 points. I mean, gee, that's ties a franchise record. We competed in CONCACAF. We're the first team to ever beat a Mexican team, Pumas, on Mexican soil.
And for a majority of the season, I felt that we were really in contention. We're pushing for the Supporter Shield, and that was without David Ferrer.
But when you look at everything that we've accomplished, the number of shutouts that we had this year, Kevin Hartman setting a record. I mean, there were a lot of really positive things that happened. I'm glad that we got a lot of things done before September, because September and October were difficult months for us.
It's been said that soccer is a game where you make your own luck. The 2011 FC Dallas squad did just that. Along the way, the luck ran out. Ever resilient, Hyndman and the team would begin preparation for the next opportunity, their next season.
I think what we need to do is take care of some of our injuries. I know we have 2 players going in for surgery that will help them tremendously for next year. We need to get David Ferrer back into top form. We got to come back as a better team individually. All players have to be a little bit better than they were this year, which is the normal growth. And then we've got to continue into shutting down opponents, and then we've got to find ways of scoring goals and winning games.
It's just frustration, I think that we were frustrated that we lost David. That's always going to be a difficult thing to overcome. I think that there was a portion of the season that we did very, very well, and it wasn't easy, and I thought the guys came in and fulfilled some roles. When we got into a position to really challenge for the Supporter Shield, we came up short a few times, and then that difficulty that we faced just became frustrating, the fact that we hit a wall, fatigue-wise, and the number of competitions that we were involved in, and some of the changes in the middle of the season kind of affected the team. Bobby Ryan passing was something that it's frustrating. It's difficult to deal with. I think after what we dealt with last year in terms of getting into the championship game and finding some success in the playoffs and having a great summer, really raises the bar highly, so we're not in a position anymore where making the playoffs is enough. I think that we have loftier goals than that.